from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
By Brandon Jones.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On the ground is Michel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
James White's first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5. Brings up
throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Patriots.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Sanders to kick off.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
13 yards. First down, New England.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And some room to work. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua gets this one into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's good.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Dolphins 7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This is White on the screen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, New England.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one, and this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Dolphins 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
first and 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pick.
Good position to be in here, second and inches.
At the 47-yard
From the gun, it's Tua. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Now third down and less than a yard.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Michelle. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Kickoff for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany.
The second down pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 22. Breida to get the third quarter started. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. punch it in with Howard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. John Simon that time coming through to make the play. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run with White. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch him stir out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been...
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Dolphins.
On first, they go right back to Howard. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Howard, the ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is Howard on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out to a hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
James White, the new
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action. They'll throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Grant. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
They're on the 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Tua now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and it's 3rd and short. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Tua to throw again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. So they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. it's Michel once again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Michel going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Number 22.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Tagovailoa. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
5-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run it. This is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The 22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Michel. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, Mo.